co-showrunner of the upcoming House of Dragons series, Miguel Sapochnik, has confirmed that 9 dragons are going to be unleashed in the first season, with each of them having its own personality. Fans are already curious as to how it's all going to play out. In this video, we will be bringing you up to speed on everything we know so far about this recent announcement. Stay tuned to find out. First up, what would the 9 dragons be like? The first season of the Game of Thrones prequel series, which is scheduled to premiere on August 21st, will feature 9 of the 17 dragons from HBO's House of the Dragon. Sapochnik told Empire magazine that they will be an eclectic group, with each mythical creature having its own distinguishing qualities to set them apart from the others. According to Sapochnik, every young dragon has a distinct personality. In the current segment of the animation, we are giving each dragon a unique set of personality qualities. One of them is missing a leg. Another one, who is somewhat neurotic, resembles an eagle much more. Another one is like a gruff, elderly granny. Next, what were the challenges involved in bringing the dragons to life? Sapochnik also noted the challenges the company faced in bringing the creatures to life. He noted that one of the main difficulties in attempting to move away from the iconic Drogon model and build a variety of designs for the Game of Thrones spin-off series eponymous dragons was that they kept returning to the outside of the very identifiable fire breather. So, what's the upcoming House of Dragons series about? The 10-episode first season, which is based on George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, will elaborate on the stories surrounding the Targaryen family, who ruled Westeros prior to the events of Game of Thrones. Set 200 years before the current series, it will depict the beginning of the Targaryen dynasty's demise, leading to a family-based civil war and the seeming extinction of dragons in the fictional realm. When do we expect the House of the Dragon series to hit our screens? Filming for the much-awaited series was completed in February. Since then, we've learned that the first season will have several time jumps, that it might act as a starting point for subsequent Westeros tales, and that its redesigned Iron Throne has 2,500 swords. When HBO and HBO Max broadcast House of the Dragon for the first time on August 21st, we'll learn how everything fits together. Now that we've got that covered, it's time to look at some theories that House of the Dragon fans are hoping to come true. Let's dive in. And now, there will be a second season. Even though the first episode of House of the Dragon isn't until August 21st, 2022, there are already whispers that a second season is in the works. Networks typically wait to order a second season of a show until they see how well the first season performs. However, House of the Dragon Season 2 scripting has in fact started, which means HBO has already discreetly renewed the next series. Redanian Intelligence reports. HBO has not released a formal statement on this subject. However, a second season would imply that Season 1 served as the starting point for the Targaryen Civil War, often known as the Dance of Dragons, which fans are excited to watch. Now for Meeting the Dragons. Longtime readers of George R.R. Martin's books are excited to see several well-known dragons on the show. Dragons are making a comeback in Game of Thrones, and House of the Dragon will show a dragon-ruled world. Martin said the upcoming Game of Thrones prequel would contain 17 dragons, but omitted their names when he first revealed its existence. The 3 dragons most likely to be seen are Caraxes, the Bloodworm, Medleys, the Red Queen, and Caraxes, because their riders are Daemon, Rhaenys, and Rhaenyra, characters played for the program. Since King Viserys was one of the legendary Balerion the Black Dread's riders, fans are curious to learn if he will make an appearance. Balerion, however, had already passed away from old age during the alleged time of the play. Next, time jumping and flashbacks. Some characters in George R.R. Martin's Song of Ice and Fire series were aged up, so the same actor could continue playing them during the television adaptation, including Daenerys. This story may be told in House of the Dragon through time jumps and flashbacks. The casting of Emma Darcy and Millie Alcock as the older and younger iterations of Princess Rhaenyra hints that the plot of the show may not be told concurrently, but rather through multiple timelines. It's possible that the trailer's images of a younger Rhaenyra are flashbacks intended to confuse viewers. Next, we have the Targaryen premonitions. According to the lore in George R.R. Martin's books, those of House Targaryen have specific traits, such as platinum or silver hair, purple eyes, and tolerance to heat. However, fans of the show may not be aware that Targaryens are prone to have premonition-like dreams. While this ability wasn't featured on the show, in the books, Daenerys has dreams foretelling the birth of her 3 dragons and continues to have prophetic visions throughout the series. Earlier in Targaryen history, a vision Daenerys the Dreamer had 12 years prior saved them from the fall of Valyria. With the Targaryens in the spotlight, this could be an opportunity to explore such family traits. And now, for fixing Daenerys' character arc. Fans' main gripe with the Game of Thrones season finale was Daenerys' unexpected choice to set King's Landing and its defenseless residents on fire. It was suggested that Dany would succumb to the same disease some say plagued the Targaryen family because her father, King Aerys II, was known as the Mad King. Fans said that her plot wasn't given enough time to develop or make sense of her change because Season 8 cut its episode count for the last season. The Red Keep's significance to Dany and her predecessors will be explained in House of the Dragon, according to some fans, who also hope that it will help viewers grasp the madness that is thought to be a Targaryen family trait. So here's how other houses fit into the story. It should be fairly obvious that House Targaryen is the star of the program, given the title House of the Dragon. But Westeros wouldn't be Westeros without the house's desire for power. Stark and Lannister, 2 houses that appeared in the Game of Thrones prequel, will be familiar to viewers. However, Houses Hightower, Valerian, and Strong may have more significant roles in the series. Because of their close ties to the ruling Targaryens, Otto Hightower, who is portrayed by Rhys Ifans, is the hand of the king. One of the main problems in the drama, though, is the conflict between Otto and the king's brother, Daemon. Members of House Strong and House Valerian, 2 houses that are all but extinct when Game of Thrones premieres, will also be visible to viewers. So why is Daemon presenting a dragon egg in the trailer? Fans were given a peek of Westeros under Targaryen's dominance in the House of the Dragon video, but it also raised more questions and ideas. One such occurrence was the picture of Matt Smith's Daemon Targaryen cradling a dragon's egg. Otto Hightower then appeared in the shot. In this scenario, Otto appeared to be receiving the egg from Daemon. This potential gift to Otto seems odd, given that it has been proven that only individuals of Targaryen blood can hatch dragon eggs. However, the books indicate that there is a lot of tension between Daemon and Otto, so this scenario seems more like a power move than a gift. And now, Archmeister Gildain tells the story of fire and blood. In the books, one man is known for documenting the history of the Targaryens, Archmaester Gildain. In the book Fire and Blood, the source material for the show, the story is told by Gildain in the first person and reads like a history book. As with most historical texts, there are mysterious events with hanging information, some of which may get clarified in the show. It's unclear whether the change in the source material's perspective will affect the show's narrative, or if Gildain will make an appearance on screen or through voiceover narration. The cast list doesn't list Gildain. However, that does not mean he won't make an appearance eventually in potential later seasons. Finally, what's in the chest? Fans have been curious about the mysterious contents of the box since the House of the Dragon teaser debuted, and one idea regarding the chest's contents is that it contains dragon eggs that would eventually end up in Dany's possession hundreds of years from now in Season 1 of Game of Thrones. What do you think is inside the chest? Let us know in the comments section. In the first episode of the season, Magister Illyrio Mopatis gave the dragon eggs to Dany as a wedding present. The only information he provided was that he thought they couldn't hatch, and that he had obtained them from the Shadowlands beyond Ashai. Fans hypothesized that Alyssa, an explorer who married into House Targaryen, stole Dreamfire and produced Dany's dragons as a result. It's possible that the eggs were traded and sold for years before arriving in Dany's custody, whereupon they became petrified because they lacked Targaryen blood to hatch them. Okay guys, we have come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like and hit that subscribe button to get updates when we post our videos. Also, if you've got any questions regarding the theories, we'll love to hear your thoughts in the comments section.